Hello and welcome to another Brett Plays review. Today I'm taking out the Tecnam P2002 JF. So this is a newly released as of the 11th of April Australian time, 10th of April potentially over in Europe on the marketplace, and also coming to Sim Market very soon. I am in 2024, so it is a 2020 aircraft, but 2024 compatible. So it's not yet native from what I can tell, but I figured I'll show off what it's like in 2024, since it works perfect in 2020 as well, but we do get to go and have a wander around. So with that, let's go and have a look. Well, I am in shutdown and GPU mode on, so we've got our GPU here. We have the chocks, the tie downs, and the cover. I also have the plugs. We can open the and the trailer mount there. See if we can move this. Where are we? There we go. And so we'll jump in, and I'll take all those things off, and then have another look around outside. Pitot tubes are on here. In 2024, I can't remove those manually yet. But if we jump into the aircraft and have a look at our beautiful aircraft in here, we do have a small booklet like we have in previous Tecnams from the same developer, where we can take off our fuselage cover. Having a look at that now. So great visibility in this aircraft. We also have our tie downs. So let's take the tie downs off, wheel chocks off, pitot covers off, air intake covers off, and get rid of the GPU. So now we're ready to start. I'm going to keep the fairings, but you can take them off. Let's have a look. Without and with. Now there's also multiple liveries for this aircraft. I'll be showing the default as in the first one that comes available for this, but I'll try and pop in, actually let's pop it in right now, the other liveries on this aircraft. Okay, here are the variants in the paint schemes. So you've got standard paint 1, paint 2, variant 2 with a red and blue black, paint 3 in a blue, two-tone blue. You've got a full white Hellenic Air Force livery. May need to take my name off the side to get the numbers and things to show properly there. Special paint 1 variant 4 with a blue and gold on a white, grey, white, black. Special paint 2, you've got the Aerosachs. That's their own Aerosachs livery. This has been on each of their aircraft with the red, grey, white and black outline there. Special paint 1 variant 3 with the multiple stripes and the likes. Standard paint 2 with a tiny bit of green in there with the red, blue on a white base. Special paint 1 variant 1 gold highlights with some black and a red stripe there. Orange wingtips too on that one. Special paint 4 blue tail, silver underneath on a white base. And Argentine Air Force, which is, again, have to take my Gen XR identification off to get the full effect there, but a white with blue stripe, again with those same wingtip. So not all of them have the same wingtip. Alright, so let's take a look at what else we have in here. So we are running a what's our nav here version? I actually don't know, just a Garmin. I don't know what version this is, but we do have the ability to pop in a 430. Oh, hang on, it's up the top there. This is a 340, so GMA 340. If we want the 430, press switch GPS and it pops in the GNS 430. If we want the 750, it may even be a 650, but it looks like the 750 to me. Pop that in there. Obviously without these running, it's not going to show, but I will show that off soon too. and off again. We can also get rid of autopilot. So if you want a default version of this aircraft without autopilot, press that. No autopilot version, fly yourself. So we also have show co-pilot. So we'll actually take the co-pilot off. I've actually taken the weight out, so co-pilot is actually no longer in here, only because I chose the weight. But you can press show co-pilot on or off. So they won't show at the moment because I've got rid of the weight. Show glasses. I'm thinking that's the glass that comes on here. So let's just press that again. Yeah, so over the dials, it gives a bit of a glass sheen. Sometimes it's hard to see depending on the light, but you know, if that's realistic, great. And UL gauges. So we've got airspeed kilometers per hour, and we've got knots airspeed. So you can actually choose. Did any of the other gauges change? Yep, up here, your RPM as well. Alright, so you can put it in knots or you can put it in kilometers per hour. I'll leave it in knots for this particular one. I will show the autopilot. Get rid of this one here. So what are we losing there? We're losing our compass. Wait, do we have another compass? Yeah, we've got one up here. Or direction compass. Alright, so we'll show the autopilot. I'll swap out the GPS stuff as we get going. Now, some of the stuff we do have access to is pull the levers off the canopy, left and right. Decent sound on that. There we go. Grab the canopy and pull it back. Does require mouse control there. Oh, that makes a racket, doesn't it? Oh, we have an emergency light there. That one I didn't actually discover before. But this will be my second flight in this. So we'll run with the canopy open for now. Tucks in over the back. Very nice. Alright, so let's take some fuel. Hang on, rolly ball. There we go, left, thank you. We will put on the master battery. I'm actually going to go straight to the generator. And I will take nav lights. I don't have a beacon, so clear prop, and hang on, what have I forgotten? Fuel pump, and yep, a little bit of fuel, and hang on, we got choke. So let's put the choke on. I don't need all of it, it's not that cold, but clear prop. No, maybe I do need more choke. Let's just check all the way. There we go, thank you. Bring that back. Alright, all the way to 0, thank you. Didn't need to keep the choke running. Now, other things we have is hot air entry. It's not really that cold, so I don't need to do that. We also have alternative air. Click and click there. We have cabin heat, so we can increase the cabin heat there. We'll put the avionics master on now. We'll actually go the strobe. We also have instrument lights. You know what, we'll leave it on, why not? Okay, we can dull. This fuel pump light is on. We can actually go like that. Keeps it day or night stuff. We'll put our pitot heat on. That also puts the light there. Again, that one dulls it. We have trim disconnect off here. I'm not going to do that for now. Our trim switch is on the left hand side. Trim is actually on the yoke. I'm going to use my own controls. Now, GPS. So, let's turn the there's a transponder on, isn't it? GTX 330 ES. Do it self-test, but if we come back out here and watch the GPS switch to a 430, I don't mind that. So I've got a small circuit set up from Takeoff here, out over the water, back around and land. So for the example here, or we could go to switch GPS to the, it is a 650, there we go, PMS 5650. I've not signed in on the 2024 yet, so it won't show up. But flight plan, custom, and back again. That's all we've got. Map, and we can touchscreen there. Yep. And that's not quite where I said I was going. I'm going to go out and around, but it's, yeah, okay. Yep, leave that. But I'm going to click that twice and go back to the 430. There we go. Alright, so we are ready to get going. We will turn off the fuel pump. I don't need that running now. Temperatures. And fuel is fine. Everything's in the green. Yep. Alright, canopy close. Let's give it a latch. Did that just pop back up? Yep, down, thank you. And you can go pack away. Thank you very much. Alright. Park brake off. Now, did I use... I don't think I actually need the pitot heat on here. It's quite warm. Landing, nav, yep. Okay, so I don't have any taxi lights, so we'll use our nav. Have a look from outside. Oh, that is vibrating my controller. F18's in the wrong spot. You shouldn't be there, mate. Alright. Let's get around you. Looks like some of my tarmac's got a different view there, but turns really well. Unlike the P2008 that requires brake steering, or is it brake differential steering, I think it is. This one steers with the front wheel and the rudder. I've got them connected. Now while we're taxiing, other things we can press in this, I'm going to have to do a right turn on this taxiway here, is that the air vents are closable. Now I'm not sure whether that's going to make you fog up in the right weather, but you can close those vents. Oops, I was too busy closing those vents to check. I think I'm alone here anyway. Get ourselves across and open the cabin vents again. Flaps, take flaps, bit of heat, just going to keep that. We'll even go alternative air because we can. Decent visibility outside, very nice. Flaps are down both sides, thank you. Get onto the active. Nobody's coming in. Yep, totally alone today. Very good. Alright, this is Shell Harbour Airport in Australia. Now, probably won't need all of this runway. I may do a short turn. Yeah, we won't need all that. Hear the brakes coming in. Alright, let's try the left brake only. Yeah, that swings it around. Alright, we'll have a look through the views as well. Okay, takeoff looks like it's around about 37 knots. Very nice. Alright, let's take it up towards, it's just short of full power, but I'm keeping an eye on my RPMs over there. Oh wow, we really got going there. And somebody didn't redo his barrow. Alright, I do want to try the autopilot on this brief flight, so let's put in 1,000 feet. Let's go AP on. Nav, can we get a nav on? Which should be, no, it's not picking up. Why? Alright, fine, we'll take heading. Maybe because I changed my, let's go GPS now, nav, and alt up, hang on, 300. Are we at 1,000 feet? Yes, we are. Actually, we already got that. Wow, that didn't take long. Okay, so doing our autopilot, I can't get the nav working. Maybe because I changed the GPS a few times. That might have been a problem because this one doesn't have a flight plan. So let's try. So swapping between might be an issue. Right, there's my flight plan. And AP is now on alt but not nav. Okay, so nav on, it's picking up the line. Right, so my 430 didn't pick up the line, the plan there. Maybe a good idea to not keep swapping around. Alright, message is arriving custom waypoint. Yes, we are. On my flight plan though, having a quick look. Custom. And back to Shell Harbour. Okay. Via Wollongong. That's my go around. Yep. Alright, so look, autopilot and or manual. This looks good. Yeah. Let's see if it picks it up. Should do a turn. Good looking little aircraft. Still running our landing lights, but we're not going to turn that off on this short flight. There we go, picked up the nav waypoint. Second nav point. Alright, flies very nice. Alright, getting ourselves on to approach. Approach is not active. Okay, so let's activate approach. See how well this does. Alright, load and activate approach. Now, from what I saw on approach was to come in here, do the loop and back down again. So, I may turn off the autopilot and go for my manual control. Looking at our temps. Okay, it's trying to take over. I'm going to go back in this way, thank you. Approach is a left-hand approach. Alright, just retrimming this aircraft as we go. So the GPS doesn't show exactly where the approach line is, but when I set the plane up, it's very close. It handles really well. F-18's gone from down there. Alright, across the highway. Yep. So you can see that that glass does affect some of these screens depending on the angle you're looking. That's why there's an option from this developer to turn it off on all of their aircraft. Alright, we do need to look out over our shoulder here. Yep. Those power lines, and I didn't turn sharp enough there. See if we can slow this thing down. Floats in quite nicely. Let's do a little bit of flaring, see if we can pop it down on one wheel first. Nice. I like this aircraft. See how well we do with the brakes. Probably should have applied them early, but we can actually take this exit. So, yeah, so this is available in the market now. So the Tecnam P2002 P2002 JF. I was looking at some of the others that the developer has by Aerosachs. Currently €22.19. Whatever that is in US and AUD. So from the same developer done the P2008 JC and the Tecnam P2010 and the P92 Echo is what I was looking at originally. I like this aircraft. I think it is going to be quite a usable aircraft, and I will be streaming it fairly often. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, If I've missed anything, my apologies, but go and check it out yourself. Available in the in-sim market on 2020, also coming to simmarket.com soon, and you can actually put it into 24 from that, but it is 24 compatible, as you can see. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.